story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done it on my one. What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the samurai.
Eddie Hall.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Newcastle-under-Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie the Beast Hall. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the...
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. And there's the bell for round 1. Punches coming from every angle. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
How about that time counter shot? Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
You've got to make your opponent fight your kind of fight. They've got to get into your kind of argument, your kind of dance.
Nice counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Did you see that? Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Great work on both that.
Here we go, it's round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The world's strongest man is staggered. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. He just misses with that jab. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. So much firepower here. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Stick him on the end of a jab.
There's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
No way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now? Caught him.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Both men step back for just a moment. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. This fight will continue. Despite... Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
So they don't get complacent.
Let him get back into this.
On to the fourth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Here I came in, guns blazing, at raving. You get weighed in, been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing, entertaining. Check the ratings, let me out. I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready. Who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set. Here is the juggernaut, Joe Joyce, fights out of London, the United Kingdom. He is an intimidating specimen.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is...
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build. Joe Joyce always swinging for the fences. Oh, that punch. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Catch and shoot. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice stop, but that won't score. Left uppercut doesn't score. He blocks that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. Here we go for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get...
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound, 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 for pound, pound, for pound, pound.
It's a full moon, so look out. We are live outside at Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. He is a southpaw, stands at 6'2" tall, and he's got a reach of 75 inches. And he'll be facing Tommy the Duke. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. You're looking at the Magic Man, one of the best to ever do it, a multi-time. Tommy the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, hailing from Florida, here is the 3-time world champion, the Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Fighting out of the blue corner from Kansas City, Missouri.
We've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many firefighters, and it's very, very eerie.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. Trying to land that jab. He misses with that jab. This fight was so big, an arena couldn't contain it. We're fighting underneath the stars, and what a main event this should be.
These fighters have had to block themselves off and say, right, that's it. Keep out of it. Now it's fight time. The whole day, everybody's been waiting for these two. This is it. This is sexy.
The face is telling the story from that jab. Whoa, wait a minute. Tarver's been rocked. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Nice right hook. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? It somehow weathered the storm.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twist.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Tarver in some serious trouble. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does
let's go out there. Get your boxes out.
And there's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
Tried to score with a jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Throws the jab but does not score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just misses with that jab. Did not handle that punch well. And down goes Morrison. I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
I've got to see that again.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Good, look at his corner, look for instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow, get to the end of the round.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Morrison in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
I like that round. Good work. You stay focused now.
And there's the bell for round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That uppercut does not score. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is God. Did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood of time, my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in a conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it low and high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night night, it's my time in a bright light. Don't ever fan no mind and keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. They gon' let me when you shining, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, tell them it is a breeze.
As expected, fully packed here tonight. All the seats have been sold. We're live at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Smokin' Joe. Here comes Dr. Iron Fist, Vitaly Klitschko. Here comes one of the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique... And here comes the legend Joe Frazier, Hall of Famer, all-time great. Lucky that hook didn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The uppercut does not score. Back and forth they go. Well done with that counter shot. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Good counter punch. Hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as
Come on, you let him back into the fight.
There's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That hook doesn't score. Frazier's such a good inside fighter.
You cannot beat a good old-fashioned long jab. Nobody can get past that.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Klitschko is dazed. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Smoking Joe may go. Good defense from Frazier.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Punch, counter punch. That jab misses. 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. On to the third. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Right hook just missed. And he scores with the counter. Bombs away. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. So close with that uppercut. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. Catch and shoot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Good counter punching. Holding nothing back here in the round. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
I need to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym.